Hello subbies, and welcome to my first review of the X Factor USA Season 2. So for those of you who have never heard about the X Factor, it actually originated in the UK and it's still a series going on there. Over in the UK, this show has produced such artists as Ollie Murs, Cher Lloyd, Leona Lewis, Little Mix, and some unknown boy band that nobody really knows about, something called like One Direction or something like that. A lot of people always give these kind of competition shows flack, saying that some of the contestants can't sing and all that kind of stuff. Honey, the show is called The X Factor. It's not called In Search for the Next Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston. If you want to sit there and watch some boring ass contestants over-sing a bunch of ballads, you can flip your little ass remote all the way down to NBC, click, click, click on that ass to The Voice, and you can watch a show about that. Anyways, back to the topic. So last year, Simon decided to bring the X Factor to the USA. And it was a total flop. Simon just dished out all the funds to get this show turned up. He is really trying to make this show relevant and current. Any of you guys tuned in on Halloween night to see the live shows of this show, we can all contest that this show was a hot damn mess. From the vocals to the production to the critiques, just everything was just all over the motherfucking place. Simon, for you to have all this money and all this experience, you couldn't have hired a more experienced tech crew. I swear to God, I heard more smoke detectors and pyrotechnics blowing up in the goddamn background that I actually heard people's voices. Just no. Don't get me wrong, I love me some Khloe Kardashian, that is my bitch. But honey, you cannot host. Khloe didn't even try to distinguish her eye contact from the teleprompter to the camera right in front of her face. It was a clear, I'm gonna need Mario to take her to the back and teach her some lessons if she wanna stay on this show, cause girl. So aside from all that hot messness, we still need to get into the contestants and just dish out the dirt. All 16 contestants were divided into 4 different teams. The young adults with Demi, we have the teens with Britney Spears, we have Simon with the groups, and then we have the over 25s with LA Reid. Starting with Demi's group, the young adults, I really have to say they were just mediocre to me. Janelle Garcia, she's like the only one that I can see really going further in the competition. Paige Thomas is a hot fucking mess. I don't care what y'all say. I know plenty of bitches on the street that'll go shave their motherfucking head and go on stage and gyrate all over the place. I did not see anything special about that girl. Willie Jones, I've been rooting for Willie Jones ever since the beginning because I felt his passion and how bad he wanted to be a star. But I do have to agree that Willie Jones's voice is just average to me. And last but not least, Miss McDonald's herself, CC Fry, came out there. Doesn't this girl remind you guys of like a knockoff Aubrey O'Day pre-plastic surgery? Everybody already knows that the over 25s is the worst team in the competition. Hell, LA Reid already admitted this shit. But my thing is, I feel like he kind of gave up on these people to begin with. All the contestants were just boring as hell, starting with Tate. I'm sorry, but I have heard way better country singers at the motherfucking bar singing karaoke than this guy. He is so average to me, and the fact that he wears a cowboy hat and everyone just thinks that makes him so authentic as a country singer, like, I don't see it. He just serves me a bottle of NyQuil, and I'm just yawning through the whole performance. LA's top 4, I have to say David Corey did have the best voice, but I do understand when they say that it kind of felt like so forced. Mr. Entertainer, Jason Brock, I feel like I'm obligated to stick up for the gays, but keeping it real, does anybody out there really see this guy winning the competition? And I'm not gonna say anything about Vino Allen because I honestly feel that he will reach to the motherfucking television and choke my ass if he sees this. Over to Miss Britney Spears. Y'all already know I stand for Britney Spears. However, if you are going to rehearse some lines to say on the live shows, you need to rehearse more than 3 comments.
That was truly amazing. You really surprised me with that performance. You made me a believer. You know, you're a star.
I honestly would rather have her sit there and stumble over her words and give a motherfucking honest critique than her sit there and practice these rehearsed ass comments and say them to every single contestant. I don't understand the hype over Beatrice Miller. I feel like I've seen way more talented kids her age. I understand what they're trying to do with Aaron, but I feel like vocally he is just not on the level of the other contestants in his group. If you can't make it in a group of 10 people, then clearly your voice is not equipped enough to make it solo. Everybody already knows that Carly Rae, sorry, bitch, I call this girl Carly Rae Jepsen. Carly Rose Claire is clearly the front runner of this competition. She will be in the finals. This girl can vocally slaughter anybody in the competition. As far as Diamond White, I actually enjoyed her performance. Normally I don't really like her because I feel like she'd just be sitting there giggling in the corner all damn day. It'd be like, honey, what is so funny? Her performance was way more genuine than anyone else in that top 4 of Britney's top 4. On to my favorite category, the groups. I felt that on Wednesday's show, the live shows, that the groups overall had the most consistency as what they were representing. We're just not going to talk about the knockoff Dixie Chicks. We're going to talk about the other 3 bands. Everyone already knows that Emblem 3 was the best of the night. They came out there, they just had their fun. The vocals were, you know, just normal or whatever, but you could just see, like, they're ready for it. I'm really into Lyric 145. Like, I really think it's time for another good hip-hop pop group to come out. We haven't had one since the Black Eyed Peas. The only thing is, I really wish that they let Lyric really spit some really good bars, because I know that girl can slaughter when it comes to spitting rhymes, and I want her to be able to showcase that to America. And then we have Lilas /1432/ whatever their new name is gonna be. They're honestly my favorite group because I honestly see the potential of where they could go. Like, we really are in need of another good American girl band. I didn't think their performance was that bad. It wasn't the best by any means, but it wasn't the worst. Camila is a beast though. Fast forward to Thursday night. This is what it should have been on Wednesday night, because the contestants came out there with their own song choices. They were stripped down, no pyrotechnics, no dancers, none of that crazy stuff. You just got to really focus on, do they have what it takes? What I don't agree with was the motherfucking choices of this top 12. Demi Lovato decided that she was gonna send Willie Jones home. And I can kind of understand when she was saying that, because like, he does need to kind of figure out, does he want to be a little bit more country, a little bit more R&B and that kind of stuff. But if anyone in her four was in there trying to battle for a spot, it should have been Paige, because her ass did not do anything. I'm telling you, this girl walked around in a motherfucking skeleton sea urchin outfit. Madonna, Lady Gaga, Grace Jones, they have already pushed the envelope. I don't understand where she is coming from, like pretending like this is something new and relevant and current. LA obviously made a big mistake by sending David Corey home, because like I said, he had the best voice in the competition. Tate cannot sing. He has no stage presence to me. Very just basic ass voice. Like, I just don't see him selling records. Third time, wrong choice from Britney Spears. Diamond White ended up getting sent home, and for once, even though I don't really like her, I felt like she was robbed. But I think Britney should have had 3 different approaches. I think Beatrice should have went home, because I feel like Beatrice is always going to be compared to Carly. Carly can outsing her any day. Why not just have 3 different contestants with 3 different genres go through with the competition? As we got to the groups, it was clear that Simon was the only motherfucking level-headed one. He gave Lilas a chance to showcase their vocals. Also gave America the chance to see how a motherfucking annoying Sister C is. They sound like euthanized cats. Basically, cats being put under with that screechy ass voice. Even said 3 weeks ago that Sister C was gonna be getting sent home in the first week, and look what happened. I should have bet motherfucking money, because of course I was right. Overall, I feel like the top 12 is okay, but X Factor needs to get it motherfucking together. If y'all want to see how a real show goes down, make sure you go watch the X Factor UK. Their show comes on Saturday and Sunday nights, and you can also watch them on YouTube. I will be watching next week. If you like this review, make sure you show everyone you know. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? And tell me why. Make sure you subscribe right now. Follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, all that jazz. I will see you guys next week. Bye.